Hello, I'm Lee Phillips, Managing Director of the Surrey Build Group, and today we are launching our new YouTube channel. Hooray! Surrey Build Weekly. So what do we have in store for you? Well, we have lots of construction content. We have a group structure that is formed of small individual companies that we hope to give you a view of what it is like to run a group structure. We have amazing women, so we would like to show you what it's like to be a woman in construction. And I'm also trying to be a fake farmer, so hopefully we will show you some farm content too. So stay tuned, please subscribe, let's go. So where did it all start? Well, I've been in the industry around 20 years now, a carpenter by trade, and the opportunity came to buy Surrey Lofts, which was a failing, struggling business. I had known the company before COVID, and knew that with a few tweaks I could probably get it on the right tracks again. So we decided to purchase Surrey Lofts. So Surrey Lofts is a business that specialises in loft conversions. We try to do anywhere between 60 to 100 a year. And we're very much turnkey. So we predominantly have a design and build service that clients come to us, we design their loft conversion and we hand it back fully done, ready for them to move in. So we acquired Surrey Lofts. Very easy business for me to kind of come into, change a few things, rebrand it and relaunch it into the market, which we've done very successfully, and that's now been going for the past 2 years. We then added further businesses to our group structure. So the whole point of a group structure is that you have multiple companies within the structure that help each other and can coordinate things between each other without being the same company. That is the key. They're not the same company. They do different things. And ultimately, they just support each other in their own way. So, we have Surrey Lofts. We've also got Sussex Lofts, which is basically a carbon copy of Surrey Lofts, but working in Sussex. So we've used the same expertise that we've got within Surrey, Lofts brand, and market it as Sussex Lofts. We've then got Surrey Guarantees, which is basically our own guarantee. So for every project that we undertake, we offer a guarantee, and that is done through a secondary company. So part of the group structure, we have a company that is 100% protected for the future, so that everyone is going to get their guarantee for the lifetime that they've signed up to. So it's very important for me when a client is signing a project, they make sure that they are getting what they are promised. And Surrey Guarantees is a separate company, very safe, has cash in the bank to be able to make sure that we've got peace of mind for them clients. We then added Surrey Timber Merchants, and Surrey Timber Merchants is basically a timber merchant that goes to port, collects timber and brings it back to our facility, and then is basically divided into sets ready for the jobs and distributed from our yard. That way we can keep a hold on timber costs, because timber costs basically at end user suppliers, Travis, Jewson's, most of the time timber prices actually rise, but timber is actually a seasonal product and fluctuates, so it goes up and down. So depending on what time of the year you buy it and how much of it you are buying, you get different rates. So we decided to integrate a timber merchant into our group structure to save on timber prices. We also supply our own fixings to our projects, which again, most of the shop items have big markup and margin. So we prefer to have them delivered in bulk, stored, and then distributed to the sites directly. The last company that we added to the group structure was Surrey Build Civils. And Surrey Build Civils is basically a groundwork company that offers groundworks in terms of foundations, drainage, and anything up to DPC ready for builders. So most new houses are timber frame. So we decided to have a company that just does groundwork and stuff ready for timber frame companies, because there was a lack of groundworks companies within our local area that were offering that service. So it's something that we only really marketed the end of last year, and I want to push it more this year to the house builder as such.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the operations manager for Surrey Loft, and I'm very proud to say that I've been here from the very beginning. Lee and I met some years ago at a previous design and build company. We made a very formidable team within the sales. And when Lee had the opportunity to take over Surrey Lofts and approached me about jumping on board to help with the rebranding and rebirthing, so to speak, I jumped at the opportunity. It was quite clear that Surrey Lofts had really good foundations that we could build on. And we were able to totally overhaul the business model and make the changes to improve the overall service and branding and reputation of Surrey Lofts. So the background I come from is predominantly client-faced roles and customer service. When you do the type of project or the type of job that we do, communication is key. We have to nurture and build a really fantastic relationship with our clients. We are going to be working in their home. They're going to be handing over a huge amount of money. So building that relationship and trust is really crucial in my job. I think that what I bring to Surrey Lofts is the ability to do that. And sometimes projects can be won within a few months, but then there's other instances where we can be kind of corresponding and negotiating to up to even a few years. So, for example, recently we had a client sign, and I've been in contact with her for probably coming up to 3 years now. She kind of knew that she wanted to go with us for quite a long time, but was waiting for a property in Dorset to be sold so that she could release the funding. Now, over those 3 years, she could have probably lost contact with us. By me keep touching base with her every few months, I think I remained as the go-to person for her, and that's probably what made me stand out compared to other builders. So this is me, where our client's journey begins. Over the coming weeks, I'm really excited to show you how our process works, what our clients can expect from us, and how we turn those inquiries into sales. So in every successful sales department, there is support staff, and this is Mary, who is our vital sales support. Not only does she support us in the sales department, she also picks up all of the aftercare for the clients, gathering the building control completion certificates, issuing the completion packs. She has worked for us for 3 years coming up now. Is that right?
This will be 2 years.
This is 2 years. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I get confused about the argument the other day. I think Mary had quite a difficult job coming in because we are probably quite difficult to work with. But I'm going to let Mary tell you how that is for her.
Yeah, I really enjoy working with Sarah and Lee. My background is a paralegal secretary in civil litigation, so coming into Surrey Lofts and doing a job such as I do is vastly different from what I've been used to. Still a fast-paced environment, still very busy, lots of inquiries, lots of work to take on. But yeah, working with Sarah and Lee is lovely. Every day is very different, but very enjoyable.
So Mary, we both work in a very male-dominated industry. How do you think that can cause barriers and make our life or our job quite difficult at times?
Especially if we're being asked a technical question regarding a build, and we need to give that information to the client. Sometimes we can find a situation where some people aren't happy having an answer from a woman and want to speak to someone who's either on site regularly, or they feel that we might be lacking in the technical knowledge area, when in fact we are more than capable of answering these questions. And if we can't come back with a question straight away, we'd definitely get back that day with an in-depth answer. So it's sometimes frustrating that because we are a woman in a male area, so to say, that we don't get taken as seriously as maybe an answer from a male would be.
Yeah. I think it doesn't just stop at the men as well. I think sometimes the women don't have a lot of faith in us. But I do think we are really good at overcoming those issues, because it might be an instant kind of dismissal of us, but we have the knowledge to back up what we say. And it's quite a nice feeling to be able to surprise people, and for them to suddenly start taking you seriously. Also, on site, it can have a number of problems. I quite often am on site, having a look at the project. You know, there has been a bit of a transition period for me where I came on board to do site visits, and some of the guys were a little bit, we kind of ruffled their feathers slightly, because it's not something they're used to, a woman on site directing them. However, we've got great guys that work for us, and as with anything, there was a little bit of a settling in period, and you know, happy to say that's all improved.
Yeah, definitely agree. I think exceeding people's expectations when maybe their expectations weren't that high of us as women in the first place, it's a really lovely place to be. And I think sort of going forward, we have a really, really good working relationship with everyone that we work with. So yeah, very positive.
Probably something that our future clients might want to take into consideration is that Mary does have a slightly quirky trait where she, without realising, mimics people's accents. So if in future you phone and make an inquiry and the woman's accent suddenly changes, just bear in mind that that's Mary and she means nothing by it.
Over the coming weeks, months, maybe years, hopefully, we will be able to give you a lot more information that hopefully benefits you, your business, your project. So please stay tuned, please subscribe, and please enjoy as much as I'm going to enjoy filming all the content. Many thanks.